Hello, buddy. This is the preview of Manchester United's must-win game against Wolves, and it's a very, very difficult game. Obviously, we're away at Molineux, and there's some key things to talk about ahead of the game. What's going on with Marcus Rashford, team news, form going into the game. And yeah, there's loads of news going on. So there's obviously the news about the Mourinho job, which obviously I'll talk about maybe in a separate video. But yeah, this game's huge for Manchester United. We've had a lot of issues, especially with that Rashford situation, which I'll quickly discuss. Obviously, there was rumours that he was out clubbing before, or while he should have been at training, or the night before he should have been at training. Now, Erik ten Hag immediately said that it was an internal matter and closed it down publicly. Whereas many people have obviously criticised him for the Jadon Sancho situation, and he said that Jadon Sancho chose to become public. Now, I don't think that's really the case. I mean, Ten Hag decided to come public on Rashford. Jadon Sancho chose to come public on Sancho. So realistically, it would have been worked out like that anyway. That situation in the past. Rashford is in the squad. After admits that it is an internal discussion. Now, what does that mean for his future? I mean, he's had a few of these issues now at Manchester United where he's been a bit. He's been out of tune, and some of the decisions he's been making off the pitch have not been to a Manchester United standard now. Rumours from PSG have obviously been offered, but maybe that's something he could look to pursue. Obviously, he's a Manchester lad, so I don't know if he'll take it, but it's definitely something that he might be willing to explore. But anyway, let's get into the preview. So team news, as I said, Rashford's back. He said that Malacia and Mount are not too far away, so that's some positive news. Obviously, Martinez, Casemiro all featured against Newport County. So yeah, obviously Martial, we know, has a 10-week injury, so he'll be out he probably would have played his last game for Manchester United. So we are quite slim, but I think we have got players coming back, which is a huge boost now. Wolves, obviously, they're a very, very good team. Gary O'Neill's a great manager, and I think he's got on playing some good football now. They do play a three at the back system. Obviously the threat of what's his name, Cunha. He's a huge threat. He's such a ball carrying ability. And if you remember when we played Wolves at the first game of the season, it was horrendous. I think Wolves could have easily beat us. And Cunha was really, really important in that game. He's really impactful for them. I think they're physical as well. I think Craig Dawson at the back, someone who's a threat from corners, and that could be something that they look to exploit, as Manchester United are particularly poor at corners. We've also got technical players in midfield. I think João Gomez is a great player, as well as Mario Lemina, hard-working, determined players. And they're great on the ball. And Manchester United, as I said, we've had issues over the past few weeks with our team and finding consistency, and that's something Erik ten Hag talked about in his press conference. And that's something that we need to implement in our style, because we will struggle otherwise, as we'll be ripped apart. It's all about that cohesion and the unity that we show in this game. Obviously, I didn't talk about Pedro Neto and Bellegarde on the wings for them. Two very quick and paceful wingers. Pedro Neto particularly, someone who can go on the right-hand side, left-hand side. I mean, I prefer him on the left because he whips in crosses. Well, I don't prefer him on the left, but he probably prefers to play on the left. He whips in crosses, go on the outside. And that's something that you don't really see much left-footed wingers putting in crosses. So I think Pedro Neto is a great player. Obviously, someone I think Manchester United may look to sign if they do need a winger. He is quite injury prone though, but I think he's fantastic. Still very young as well. So yeah, they're the threats for Wolves, and I think they could cause a lot of problems for us physically. Obviously, it's away at Molineux. It is a tough place to go, but I think we should do everything we can to get the win with the players that we have now. As I said, Manchester United's players to look out for. For me, Lisandro Martinez. Yes, people don't say really look out for a defender, but I think he's so important to our team. He kind of starts attacks. He's really good on the ball. There's line-breaking passes. Another player, the midfield of Kobbie Mainoo and Casemiro, I think that's important in the game. Whether Ten Hag decides to go with that again or freshen it up, I don't know, but I think they worked really well. I think Kobbie Mainoo's ability and Kobbie Mainoo's youth and Casemiro's experience really work well together. And they both have really, really strong abilities. Another threat for us, I think, Garnacho. I mean, he's really, really good. Can play both wings as well. That's something that he's obviously learned to do and adapted over his time at Manchester United. And he's a really, really big player for us. I think the quality that he's shown since joining Manchester, or since coming in that first team, has been fantastic. And obviously, Højlund now, we've seen that incident between Højlund and Garnacho. I think we just need to create chances for Højlund. I see many pundits saying it. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Gary Neville or with someone, and they said if you give Højlund chances, he will score, and that's ultimately right. If you put Højlund in the position to score goals, he will score. We've seen it all last season in the clips from Atalanta. We've seen glimpses of this season where he's just missed out by a little bit. So there is that real ability there, and that's something that we need to try and exploit and take advantage of, because he's still young at Manchester United. We haven't signed anyone in the January window. And yeah, we just have to deal with what we got to the end of the season. So let's see what happens. Now, let's get into the team news. Obviously, I expect Onana... I actually don't know. I think Onana will start in goal. I don't know when he came back from AFCON, but if not, it would obviously be Bayinda. I think he did well against Newport, to be honest. I think he was comfortable on the ball. Distribution was a bit rough at sometimes, but yeah, just a decent display. A right back for me, I think Wan-Bissaka might be out injured, so I would go Delo. I think he looked comfortable against Newport, and I think he probably is the starting right back over Wan-Bissaka currently. Now, centre backs, obviously Varane and Martinez. I think they're slowly building that partnership that we've seen of recent years. Left back, obviously Luke Shaw coming back. I think he was key in that Newport game. Obviously got kind of an assist for the Anthony goal. And was important in building up attacks. I think he's so powerful and strong running with the ball. Into midfield, as I've already talked about, Casemiro, Kobbie Mainoo. I think their ability is so good, and the balance that they have. I would like to see Kobbie Mainoo travel a bit forward now, because Casemiro kind of is playing that 6, so we need kind of Kobbie Mainoo to be that progressive 8. I mean, he does do it well, but we just need to see a little bit more for me. And then number 8, number 10, Bruno Fernandes. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes has been backed by Ten Hag, talking that he's his captain and stuff like that. So there's a big back in there, and a huge confidence in his captain. So that could be something. Obviously, many people have criticised Bruno. Then up front, I think Rashford might be dropped, or will Rashford start? I mean, that's a whole debate in itself. I don't know, because I remember last time we played Wolves, Rashford was late to a meeting and he got dropped. So I don't know if that will happen again, but if not, it would be probably Garnacho, Anthony, Højlund, or if Rashford's going to start, it'd be Rashford, Højlund and Garnacho. But yeah, that would be my team. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let me know which videos you want to see. There'll be some more videos going up, hopefully, throughout the day. This is quite an early preview. Thanks for watching, as always. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. And yeah, that's been the preview for Manchester United's game against Wolves. Or Wolves versus Manchester United is a huge 3 point. Score predictions. I'm going to go 2-1 Manchester United. I mean, it's normally a tight game at Molineux. Most of the time it ends in a draw, but I'm hoping Manchester United can get a scruffy win today, because we need the 3 points more than ever. And hopefully we can get a good performance out of this team, because we're in need of one. But thanks for watching. Peace.